Some Russellville citizens questioning how one of their elected officials can represent them if he lives 3 counties away. KRK4's Jesse Nora working for you, joining us now live from the newsroom with details on this. Hey, Jess.
Yeah, hey Bob. A Pope County Justice of the Peace moved from Russellville to Fort Smith last year, about 70 miles outside of his district, but uses his Russellville business and accounting firm as his address. Now, while he has an explanation, some aren't buying it. During the lunch rush in downtown Russellville, drivers never know who they'll see. But an elected official outside the courthouse is always a safe bet.
I was on the Russellville City Council 2016 through 2018.
But Nathan George found a house outside of his ward, and after talking with the mayor, city attorney, and fellow council members about the rules, George knew what he had to do.
That I would have to resign.
He did last year. Then George recently found out a Pope County Justice of the Peace found himself in a similar predicament. But instead of going across town, James Custerin moved 3 counties over to Fort Smith, about 70 miles outside of his district. Custerin uses his Russellville business and accounting firm as his address and did not have to resign.
What does that say to the community you represent? Like, are you better than the people you are wanting to represent?
Custerin tells us he lives in an apartment in his office during the week and spends more time in Russellville than Fort Smith anyway. He says the former and current county judges have also approved the situation, but some disagree with them.
You know, a business office that you have a bed thrown in the back obviously isn't a permanent residence. And so for me, I mean, it's about following the law as it's written.
And for George, it's also about fairness. He says if he had to follow the rules, so should everyone else in a similar position.
So don't just hold it just because you've held it.
These Pope County residents say the bigger issue at hand here is the system to report situations like this across the state. They say their options now are to take it to court as a private citizen or question it during a quorum court meeting. Back to you.